Mocha family, listen. By now it's mid-morning. This is my third time trying to record this video. My mic went. I recorded it. It was fine. The mic went. No sound. And so it's the middle of the day. People are home. People are doing their thing. It's Martin Luther King Day. So please be very kind and understanding of this video. Y'all know I'm not a super tech savvy person anyway. And so I just thank you for your patience. Welcome back to another day in my 21-day fast. This year I am giving you guys daily updates in case anyone was curious about fasting, maybe wanting to try fasting, but a little apprehensive about what the day-to-day ups and downs are like. This video is for you. So if this is your first time watching one of these videos, make sure you go back and watch day 1, where I explain the parameters of my fast, what my beginning weight was, and what my goals are for this fast. And I need to slow down in talking, you guys, because I'm experiencing a lot of shortness of breath. And so I need to learn how to talk and breathe, and I need to learn not to do so much shallow breathing. And it's because during this fast, that shallow breathing isn't working well for me at all. And so I'm going to talk a little slower today. But I just want to reiterate that this is a spiritual fast for me. I do practice a lifestyle of intermittent fasting for health benefits. That's a little bit different. That's more like scheduling my meals. This is more like carving out time to spend with the Lord in prayer and, reading scripture, listening to messages, and it's just an endeavor to grow closer to the Lord. And the wind is whipping. The wind is whipping outside. It's freezing today. I think it's going to be in the single digits today. And so you'll be hearing that too, since I have no mic. But anyway, you guys, on day 19, when I got up, because I'm reporting on day 19 today, I'm sitting in day 20, which means I only have one more day to go in this fast. On day 19, I got on the scale and I weighed 129.2 pounds. And on day 20, which is today, I weighed 128.8 pounds. So day 19 was Sunday, and we had a wonderful day a wonderful morning at church. It was a great service. I enjoyed it, felt really blessed, came home. My girls had food under control, which is something that I've really appreciated about the prep that I did before I got to the no meal stage of the fast. I know from past experience that I can fast and cook, but if I don't have to, I feel like, why give yourself that added stress? And so I cooked a lot of the food and I froze it in smaller portions this time, because last year I froze it in the same portions we would all eat as a family, but different people are fasting different things. And so it made more sense to freeze smaller batches, and they could stack those batches if they needed to, but a lot less food was wasted. And so I cooked a lot of different things that I knew that my family liked to eat. Like, this is not the time to whip out, the Brussels sprouts that your child hates. I would try to make nutritious meals that I knew they would eat. And it's been working well, because I've helped a little bit in the sense that it's not a big deal for me to, defrost, like run hot water around the container so the food pops out, and put it to simmer on the stove for them. And my kids know how to make things like, how to make rice and, all the sides and things like that. And so they've pretty much been managing their meals, which is awesome. So they came home on Sunday and they did that. And I went upstairs, you guys, and I passed out. I took the most wonderful nap all of Sunday afternoon, basically. It was almost dark. It was almost dark when I woke up, even though I had had a full night of sleep the night before. I guess I was really tired. I took a full nap and then I woke up. I was in a great mood to interact with my family. And, then in the evening when we do our prayer and family prayer and worship that we do every night on this fast, that was really good and impactful. We had a wonderful moment with one of my daughters sharing something she's going through. And, we talked into her and we prayed into her. It was wonderful. The only thing that stands out as, a rude awakening for me is that how you wake up from a nap and you're not quite awake and you're stretching, you stretch in the bed and maybe you rub your belly a little bit and I was doing that as I woke up from my nap and I was rubbing my belly and then my hand bumped into the top of my rib, that big bone that is right above the little bones, that bone that makes you think of a skeleton. My hand hit up against it because I was laying on my back and it was so prominent. I have never in my life experienced it being that prominent before that I felt like, wow, it's like a skeleton covered with skin. That's what I felt like. And I completely panicked. I thought to myself, oh no, did I have enough fat on my body before I even started this fast? What if my body is feasting on my muscle? Which is like the definition of starvation. I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Oh no, oh no, oh no. But you guys, I am too skinny. I am too skinny. I'm over here freezing in this V-neck shirt over here because I wanted to show you guys how prominent the clavicle is in my neck. There's like no fat left that I can see on my body other than on my little butt, which is little now. And my boobs, I'm like, there's no fat that I can see anywhere. And I'm just too skinny, you guys. And 128.8 pounds doesn't seem like that little bit of weight. And I know people that are in the 120s and they look good. But I guess you have to know what that number looks like on your body. Because on my body, you guys, it does not look good. It does not look good. I know from previous fasts, and I don't even think I got down this low. But I think either last year or the year before that, and I just did a straight 21 day. I didn't go 14 days without food. I think I went 7 days without food. I think that year I tried on my wedding dress and it fit, and I was extremely skinny at 22. This time, I think if I put my wedding dress on, I think my wedding dress would be a little bit too big for me, you guys. And that's really crazy for me. That's really crazy in my mind when I think about how skinny I was back then. You know what I'm saying? That maybe I'm possibly even skinnier right now. I don't know, you guys. I'm not feeling it at all. I'm not feeling it. And more than ever, I'm convinced that the place that I need to live is in the 140s. That's when I like how my body looks perfect. I like the size of clothes I wear at that size, that weight. I feel good. I look good. That's where I need to live. And so I'm just going to be maintaining from here on in. Even though, after you do intermittent fasting for a while, your body plateaus. And so I had plateaued. I wasn't losing any weight. I hadn't been losing weight for like at least a year, So, yeah. Next year, I have a different game plan for this fast. Next year, when Thanksgiving comes around and all that Halloween treat stuff comes out, listen, you guys, I'm indulging. I'm going to pad myself up before this fast. That's what my plan is. I plan to put an extra measure of weight on or just live and enjoy the holidays. Because this year I was on this, I want to be healthy all the time. Even if it's a holiday, that's not an excuse not to be healthy stuff. I was on that kick. And you know what? Going forward for this fast, I'm going to pad my body so that, my body has something to sustain itself on. And I never, ever, ever have to look at myself like this again on this fast. That's what my plan is, you guys, because this was not pleasant at all. And my heart really, really goes out to, people out there who aren't able to get the food that they need and they're starving. They're starving. And my heart just really goes out. And I have a greater appreciation for food. I took food for granted so much. Like when I'm so busy, I can't be bothered to eat. I can't be bothered to, make something different. I keep eating the same stuff over and over and over again. And now that I know how accessible food is to me and how blessed I am, I'm not going to take food for granted like this ever again. That's one thing I've gotten out of this. I'm not taking food for granted. So that's all I have for you guys. I can't wait to come back tomorrow to report on day 20, but be sitting in day 21 to tell you guys that it's my last day of this fast and what my game plan is to break this fast. Because you don't want to go have you some pizza after fasting like this, because you will make yourself sick. So anyway, leave your comments for me down below. Be blessed.